Hi everyone. In today's video I'll explain how to set up CrewAI, how to install CrewAI, how to create a new project, how to run the project, how to see the output, what is that project about, how two agents are connected together to give one output, and finally I'll try to add one tool which this agent can use to find information on the internet. So first of all, first step is installing the CrewAI. To install CrewAI, there are three steps. First, install Python. So you can go to CrewAI installation page. You can go to Python download link from here and install Python. But when you go to this link, you will see Python 3.13, but don't download that. Go to Windows, search here 3.11. and install this one, because here it says 310 to 314 but it does not work on 313, so install 311. Okay, next step, every programming language needs a dependency management system. CrewAI uses UV as dependency management system to install or run the dependencies. So to install that, you just need to run this command. Okay, once you install these two things, the dependency management system in Python, you are set to install CrewAI. You need to run UV tool install CrewAI. After this, CrewAI will be installed in your system. I have already shown this in a class and CrewAI is installed on my system. So I'll just verify whether we are set up or not, which you can also do. You go to any command prompt, first check if you have Python installed or not. So I have Python 3.11, that's fine. Now check CrewAI. CrewAI CLI takes a little time. Yeah, so CrewAI is also installed. So installation is done. What is the next step? Create a new project in CrewAI. How to do that? Using the CrewAI command. CrewAI create crew. So in CrewAI we create crew. One crew manages multiple tasks and agents. So we create a crew. So we'll use the command CrewAI create crew and then name the crew. CrewAI create crew my crew. Okay, CrewAI depends on LLM models. We have to choose any one of the model to get started. So there are 13 options. We can select OpenAI, then the GPT model, and here you can provide the OpenAI key. You can skip it for now, but later to run the CrewAI we need that key, because CrewAI is totally working out of the model. It needs the model to do any operation. So let's give the key here only. I have this key. Okay, now it created the project. So if I go here, my crew is created, right? So first thing after creating the project is to cd into that project. Second thing is installing the dependencies. CrewAI install is the command to install the dependencies. These steps will take some time. It does some Python setup, virtual environment setup, and installing all the dependencies. So as I told you in class sessions, CrewAI is actually a wrapper on Python, and internally it uses LangChain libraries also, because LangChain library is a core library for generative AI, and CrewAI is on top of generative AI, gives us agentic AI framework. So internally it uses LangChain also, right? So installation is done. Now we need to run the project. To run the project, we have the command CrewAI run. But before running the project, let's first understand what this project is all about. When we created this project, it created a ready to use sample project, but what it has, let's try to understand. First I'll explain you by the diagram. Okay, so check this out. So in this project there are two tasks. One task is to research some topic, and other task is to summarize that and create a report. Take the data from the researcher, summarize it, and then create a report. These are the two tasks. Okay, so each task, as I had explained earlier, task internally uses agents which has access to LLM and tools. So together they all become a task. So here one task is to research and other task is to report, right? So this researcher task needs a topic and some like date or year to research on that topic for that given year. So this task takes this input, gives it to agent. Agent through this LLM model researches the topic, like whatever information this LLM has, not on the internet. It does the research on this knowledge base. It does, as you can see, it does not have access to the tool yet. The new project we create does not have access to any tool. So it does the research on the knowledge base the OpenAI or the LLM has. After research, it gives the output to the other task, where that task uses a reporter agent, summarizes this content using the model, and gives a report. So this project has this setup. So let's check it out. Open this. Okay, so you can see this is a Python project. How to know it's a Python project? This file, TOML file, source has all the py files, and every Python project starts from main.py. So here we have the main.py where we have this run function. So whenever we run this command CrewAI run, this main.py is executed, and inside that run command is executed. And this run command does two things. It sets up the input, as I told you here. This crew needs an input, right? This agent needs an input. So this input is created and this crew is kicked off. So this total two tasks together, they are controlled by the orchestrator, right? I had told you about orchestrator, where one ringmaster manages all the tasks and internally they use the agents. So that task manager, the orchestrator in CrewAI is called crew. So we have created crew. You remember the command CrewAI create crew. So this is the crew. It takes the input and then executes the my crew class. And what my crew class has, if you see this diagram, it has tasks, the research task and the reporting task, and the two agents, researcher agent and reporting agent. And finally all these four, one agent, two agent, one task, two task, all these four are passed to crew. and this crew is kicked off here with this input, right? So this framework manages operations of all these crew and agent and tasks. So we need to kick off this crew. Internally it passes the input to the tasks, and the task internally handles the agent, right? You got it? So crew class has instance of agents and tasks, and all the tasks and agents are passed to the crew, and also process like how these tasks will be executed in parallel or in sequence or in any other way. That is how the ringmaster operates. Now you can see the agent and task. It is decorated. These are decorations, annotations, right? So this CrewAI framework follows this principle. Whenever we create any definition, any method or something, and attach annotation agent, it becomes an agent. So here we have two agents, and similarly we have task annotations. So we attach task agent, task annotation to two methods here. So these two methods are, one is of type agent and another is of type task. So now what this agent will do, what is the task, what is the prompt for this agent, and what is the instruction for these tasks, these are given in the config. So you can see the config is picked from here. So here you can see there are two YAML files. These two YAML files has the instructions. So agents has the name of the agent, role, what is the role of this agent. So this agent is data researcher and this is reporting analyst. This is just for information, nothing much. And goal, what it does, this is also for our information, to readers information, what this agent will do. An actual thing, actual prompt is this. In NA10 also you might have given the prompt to the agent. So this prompt is given to researcher. You are a seasoned researcher with knack for uncovering the latest development in this given topic, known for your ability to find the most relevant information and present it in a clear and concise manner. So basically this is the prompt given to the model. And reporting analyst, you are a meticulous analyst with a keen eye for detail. You are known for your ability to turn complex data into clear and concise reports, making it easy for others to understand and act on the information you provide. So basically this prompt is to let reporting analysts know that you have to make report. These are the styles of prompt engineering, telling the agent that you are an expert and you have to handle this task. So these are the two prompts given to the agents. And the tasks, researcher's task, description for us, expected output for us. This will use agent researcher and this will use agent reporting analyst. These are for information purposes. So this way we create agents and task configs. And in CrewAI we create task object and give the config. We create agent object and give this config. So basically this way we set up the project. So from main py, create inputs, instantiate crew, kickoff. In crew class, add all the agents, all the tasks, and give it to crew object. And the definitions are present in YAML file. Right? So you can see all this setup is present in this project, but you cannot see any tool, right? So tool has not been created. There is a tools folder where we have some custom tool, but it is not used anywhere. So for now it just has two agents and two tasks. And internally CrewAI handles this LLM connection. We have given the OpenAI key which is added in the env file, which is internally passed to the LLM model. Here we have given the model GPT-4, right? So now we understand what this project is all about, right? We give a topic, it goes to researcher's agent, which does research on the OpenAI model knowledge, sends the information to reporter agent. It then uses its own prompt to create a report and finally gives a report, right? So we understood the project, everything is set up. So now we just have to run it using CrewAI command, CrewAI run. So it has started running. It will just set up all the agents, the tasks, and set up the crew. So it takes time. Right, so crew execution started. So here it says crew started. This is the ID of the crew. And then this crew starts the tasks. So there are two tasks. This is the first task with ID. This is the ID. And it starts the agent, which has named this, and this is the prompt, right? And then this is the final answer from the agent, researcher agent. Then crew starts the next task, which has, sorry, this is the first task completion. Then next task starts here. It starts the agent, then all the steps, and finally it presents this report and the status. Everything is completed, crew is completed, and this is a final report presented by the crew. So these are the steps in between. Crew starts, task start, agent start, research. It gives its final report. Its task is completed. The next task is started. The reporting agent prepares this report. Finally, crew ends the task and gives the complete summary. If there are 3-4 more tasks, then final summary is given by the crew. So here we have the summary on that topic. Final output, AI LLM, a revolution in legal tech. So this is a summary prepared by the reporter agent, right? Now this information is not coming from real world, not coming from online. This is from the knowledge base of AI. So what we need to do now is add a tool, right? A search tool. So researcher agent can go online to search the information. So how to do that? In N8N, what we did is we clicked plus and from the node panel, we selected a search node. What was that? SERP API, right? This one. So N8N has support for SERP API. What SERP API does is it does a Google search. But CrewAI does not have SDK for SERP API, but it has SDK for Serper Dev Tool, right? Serper. This is also just a Google search API. Google search API provided by Serper. Here Google API search provided by Search API. SERP API is available in n8n, not in CrewAI. Serper is available in CrewAI, not in n8n. But internally it does Google search. Right? So for CrewAI you have to go to serper.dev, sign up and create a key. I have the key here. Next, what I need to do is add an agent. Add a tool to researcher agent, right? So we to add a tool in n8n, we go to add node panel, but here we import, right? In Python we import libraries. So we'll say from CrewAI tools import serper dev tool. So this will import serper dev tool class from CrewAI tools library, and we will assign it here tools equal to, there can be multiple tools, right? So it will be an array serper dev tool instantiate. So it's a class. So now this will have access to the tool. So this agent can now search the information online. So let's see. Now if I run, what will happen? I have forgotten some comma. Run it again. Now it started running, started the crew, started the task, then agent, and here you can see failed search the internet with SERP. So it's trying to use the tool, right? We have not given any extra information, extra instruction. We just added the tool and it needs to search the information. So it started using the tool. But this tool needs the API key. That's why it's throwing error. So let's give this key in env. Okay, now let's run it again. Using search the internet with serper, and it's green means it's working. See, this is the search query, large language model, what you need to know in 2025. So this is the Google search. This is the response from serper. as it's a research agent, it uses the tool multiple times randomly to fetch as much information as it can. And it's completed. So you can see now the summary is looking a little better. Okay, so we don't now will so we don't go in. So now it's completed, right? You can see the output looks a little better than before. We will not go into much detail about that this content. For now we'll just try to understand how this works. Later in any project we will check the content. So this way tools can be used. So now I can attach it to this agent. Okay, so this whole crew is working fine. So this is the Serper dev tool provided from CrewAI. So we just have to import here and use it. So in N8N we drag and drop, add some key, and we are ready to go. But we can create our own tool in this tools folder. So as I told you, we are using Serper in CrewAI, but we can use SERP API also by creating a custom tool. SERP API is actually an API which internally does a Google search. So using that API endpoint, we can create our own tool here. So in next video, I will explain how to create a custom tool. In that tool, we will use SERP API, and instead of SERP dev tool, we will use that custom tool. Okay. So I'll end this session here. So let me summarize. In this video, I explained how to install CrewAI. There are 3 steps. You need Python, you need UV dependency management, and then you need CrewAI CLI. After installing, you can check the Python version, CrewAI version. If both are showing you the version, that means setup is done. Then you use CrewAI command. CrewAI new crew, give the crew name, it will create a project. Then you cd into that project and then run a command CrewAI install. So it will install all the dependencies. Then you open that project in Visual Studio. You can modify as per your need. Add delete agent, add delete task, create custom tools, use any third-party tool, whatever you want to modify based on your requirement. Like in this project, there is a researcher agent and reporter agent. You can create your own use case like a resume parser and resume summarizer, like that. So those things we will see in next video, but this is the whole project. And then you can go and give command CrewAI run, and it will execute this agent. Right now it just gives some summary, but in your actual agent you can send emails, send reports, trigger some files, or anything can be done like N8N does. Okay, if you have any doubt, you can message in group.